enforce it because people stopped staying in the Dorchester Hotel, right? But he said he's going to enforce it. And in other countries, my understanding is Iran, for example, it's enforced in Iran.
Okay.
And I think even Pakistan,
if I'm
gay and I go with my gay boyfriend and I stay in a hotel and everybody knows and there were witnesses, I don't know whatever, I can be punished.
Okay.
Yeah?
That's a good point. Let's talk about it. A very good point. You're raising very intelligent questions and we want to address them. If someone wants to be homosexual in a Muslim state, in a Muslim country, you can be homosexual in your home. Do what you want, okay? Do it however you want. 100%. The moment you bring it in public and you want other people to be like you, then there is a law. Islam, you see, Islamic societies are based upon a divine law. We believe in a divine law. We do not have the power to change it. That law cannot be changed because we believe it is from God. God created us. He gave us a law to live by. Let me finish. Okay, in that law, if there's a clause that you cannot do X, Y, and Z, we have to live by that. We can't be hypocrites. We can't pick and choose. Wait,
hang on a second. I understand that you and other Muslims believe what they want to believe about God and divine law. The problem is there's 7.5 billion people on the planet, right? And we potentially could all believe different things. And the question is, what right do you have, right, to enforce by violence, right, your belief system about divine law on someone else, another Muslim, a member of your family, a non-Muslim? What right do you have to do that? You're entitled to your belief, and you and your friends who want to believe can hang out together, whatever. But like when someone's born into the world, what right do you have? And before you answer the question, I want to just come back to my original question, which you didn't really answer. You told me that Surah 60, blah blah blah. I'm just telling you that when I read the Quran, right, I know that you just told me that there is a verse somewhere in the Quran that says we should be kind and not.
Let me
there are
very
many
quickly.
other verses which seem to suggest, right, on
you
the face of it,
you fight disbelievers.
Disbelievers, right? The word disbeliever, which could mean your enemy, it could mean your son, it could mean your neighbor. I don't know what it means.
It could mean your wife.
It's on everyone.
It could mean your wife, your uncle.
Other page
it could mean your
Quran,
uncle.
it's like,
so when you read
that, let's believe that. I'm reading the book. I'm going, when's God going to get over the whole?
Let me respond to your question.
If God wants us to believe so much, why don't we have more signs? Because we don't have a lot. We have an amazing universe, but we have very little information about the nature of the divine. In fact, you say God divine. You know, God is.
You're
God.
raising a number of points, and let me respond to two of the points you raised. Can we enforce our?
Go home in 2 minutes.
No problem. Can we enforce our ways on others? Absolutely not. In Islam, we are not allowed as Muslims to impose our laws upon the Jews and the Christians. Because they were
Hindus?
Not even Hindus. Okay. For example, throughout the Islamic civilization, Jews existed with Muslims
as dhimmi.
Okay, what does dhimmi mean?
Dhimmi means they didn't have full independence and equality.
Well, you
don't have equality.
You have a misconception. There were Jewish prime ministers in Spain. Did you know that under Islamic rule, there were Jewish prime ministers, at least two of them, Hazda ibn Shaprut.
You're bringing up a good example. In Iraq, they weren't Jewish prime ministers.
Okay.
And people had to pay a jizya.
You can't have a Jewish prime minister everywhere, can you?
Sorry?
You can't have a Jewish prime minister everywhere, can you?
You seem to be denying a historical story, which I heard, which I believe. Hang on a second. I'm saying there are instances where there are two Jewish prime ministers, but there are many other instances.
If you let me answer your question.
Christians and Jews.
If you let me answer your point.
Second-class citizens in Muslim-majority countries.
First of all, in the Middle Ages, let me explain very quickly. In the Middle Ages, there was no such thing as the second-class citizens. There were Jewish citizens, there were Christian citizens, and there were Muslim citizens. All of them lived by their own rules and their laws. The Jews had their Beth Dins, their own courts. The Christians had their bishops governing their societies. Muslims had their qadis. Okay, you don't believe me? Just pick up any basic history book on Ottomans and non-Muslims, or Al-Andalus and non-Muslims, and you will see how Jews lived their own lives according to their rules, and there was no mullah standing on top of their heads with a sword. You don't do Sharia, we will chop you. No, there was nothing like that. That's the conception you have been fed with by international media and by the international Islamophobia industry. Let me finish. Let me finish. Islamophobia has been spread by two extremist entities: Western politicians and Muslim terrorists. I'll tell you why. Because This is a war between Western politicians who are terrorists and Muslim terrorists who are also terrorists, right? This is a war between them. Who are the victims? We, the Muslims, the majority, right? So how are the Western politicians terrorists? People like Tony Blair, I believe he's a terrorist. Okay. I believe Jeremy Corbyn recently said he should be he should be in Hague for war crimes. He caused the war in Iraq, and that war produced ISIS. ISIS is a product. Okay, so how am I, Sheikh Mohammed or Joe or Terry or George responsible for that?
I'll tell you how. You're not responsible for it at all.
Oh, Muslims, we are Muslims. We are offended Muslims.
You're a victim of it, but I'm not saying you're responsible. What I'm saying is, right, that the ISIS, which came out of the deposed regime of Saddam Hussein,
ISIS came out as a reaction to Iraq invasion.
Yes,
and
they successfully used Islamic texts.
Let me talk to you.
Hang on a second.
I'm Muslim Kurdish.
Yes.
Who killed the ISIS? Who killed
Fine,
ISIS?
the Kurdish. Very good.
Yeah.
So,
I'm Muslim.
Yeah,
very nice. I'm saying that they successfully use Quranic ideas and Islamic texts and Islamic laws, yes, through their disgusting interpretation of Islam, right? And they said,
wait.
They said our terrorism, this is our understanding of Islam, and they found succor in the text of the Quran, the same text that you read at
So tell me which text in the Quran allows the killing of innocent people? ISIS has been killing innocent people. Tell me which text, which verse in the Quran even indirectly allows the killing of innocent people.
Okay, let me ask you a question because I'm not familiar enough with the Quran.
I am.
Is there no text in the Quran which has something to the effect of disbelievers shall be killed?
X, Y, and Z.
Killed. Doesn't say that anywhere in the Quran.
No. Disbelievers, those disbelievers who fight you, Quran says.
No, forget about the fight. It just says they don't believe, then you kill them.
No.
And by the way, even disbelievers who fight you, so you can say anyone you don't like fights you.
Let me respond to your point.
It's a bit irresponsible.
The Quran.
I've got to go. Are you here every Sunday?
Last point before you go.
Yeah.
The Quran has many verses on peace, on war, on diplomacy, on wives, on children, on orphans, on society at large. Quran is a book of law. Like the Torah for the Jewish people, the Quran is for us. It is a book of law. It has rules on everything. So how do we actually practice the Quran? By following the Quran and the prophetic example. Prophet told us, in the light of the Quran, when you are in conflict, when you have been attacked and you have to defend yourselves, okay, do not kill women, do not kill children, do not kill non-combatants, do not cut trees, do not destroy crops, do not demolish buildings, do not kill monks, do not kill elderly. All of these rules are there in the teachings of Prophet Muhammad in the light of the Quran. So Quran tells us what? In chapter 2, verse 190, 191 and 192. Quran tells us, fight those who fight you and drive you out of your homes. Fight, defend yourselves. وَلَا تَعْتَدُوا, and do not transgress limits. What is transgression?
I've got to go.
What I just told you. Very nice talking to you. Thank you so much.
I have a quick question because you asked him a lot.
One's got to go.
One question to you.
Yeah, his daughter's asking him to leave. He's got to...
Quick answer.
You want to do my daughter's homework?
No, one. I will.
Look, it was very nice talking to you.
What do you
very
think
nice
about
talking to you.
every Sunday?
Almost.
What do you think about Israel doing now to Gaza? Are you aware about that?
I have only 2 words to say about that.
About what?
Okay, it's complicated.
You see?
Yeah, but I
imagine if the Nazis were saying that about the Jews.
Sorry, Adnan, come back.